Mike Terry's WARE, former graduate of Omnitech. I currently hold up to 10 certifications in the career of IT. I currently make also over 6 figures. A lot of that is what I learned here at Omnitech. Go Omnitech.
But I want to give you guys some more information on how I got to where I am today, working at this company and how it actually helped me. So when I started in IT back in '01, I was attending Omnitech at night. I was doing IT. I was attending the night classes, weekends, weekends, yeah. And then eventually night classes. Right after school, I go to work. So school and work, school and work, school and work, school and work. So I was making like $9.29 an hour at the time. And I might have got like 50 cents because I'm working overnight. And so while I'm in school, Mr. Lester not only taught us technically, he also taught us financially, like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go with this? And so one of the things that we preach, after every class that you take, go and get your certifications. You get your certifications, you make the kind of money you want to make. And I use that to this day with my students. I say, I have seen this work so many times. There's so many of you that actually are in the field. Just as he said, it wasn't true, but he said I made more than him, right? I used to tell my students the same thing. You're gonna make more than me. Look out for the little people. You're gonna have to hire me back one day. And they're out there everywhere. So I have hundreds of students out there that are actually working. Started out with no experience. Taught them everything I know.
You taught here at Omnitech?
I taught here at Omnitech as well. And they're out there working. But the moral of that story was, he told the truth. I said, I'm going to see if this man's telling the truth. Every time I got a certification, I got a pay increase. So over the course of 5 years, I went from roughly $20,000 a year to $100,000 a year. And I'm like, wow. I started teaching after that, came back to the school. Everything he said happened. I never saw myself in this position. I barely tried in college because I saw no correlation between getting money and having the skills. I was like, I don't see it. There's no stitch. When I got here, Mr. Lester helped stitch it all together. You're gonna get some skills. You're gonna walk out here with certifications. You're gonna walk out here with a work ethic to continue. And so, the moral of that story was, I got to 6 figures. I was like, I gotta make some decisions here. Do I stop or do I push it? Push it as in, how far can you really take it? So I ended up leaving my first job where I was making 6 figures for no reason at all. They're like, why are you leaving? I was bored. Only thing I can do now is go down. So I left. And I was nearly vested. Vested is basically, you're gonna continue to get a stipend once you reach a certain age. I said, I want more skills. So I went to another job, $20,000 increase. They're like, you're gonna leave for $20,000? I was like, yes. And this is gonna be a funny story to me. So I worked there for 5 years. Why did I leave? I was bored. IT has allowed me to travel all over the world, and the company's not. You name it, I've been there in this country. All over the place. So much so, they found out I was a Lakers fan. They flew me to LA just to watch Kobe's last game. In the suite. The company suite. I'm flying to Dallas tomorrow. I've been to Boston. I've been to New York. I've been to Philly. I've been to DC. I've been to Chicago. All these places on the company side. Oh, and they bake in you some playtime too. It's not all work. All is from IT. So, left my last company, which was named PCM. I left there for $20,000 more, so I'm at 140 now, keeping count. They're like, you're leaving for $20,000, why? I'm bored. Why are you bored? I need more skills. Go to the next company. Where I am now, I work for Genuine Parts. I run all the Napa stores you see all over the globe. Those are my stores. I put the technology in those stores. That's what I do. So, next company, they bring me in. Excuse me, within 6 months, here's a raise at 160. Within a year, you're too good. We don't want you to lead anyone. We want you to stand by yourself. Another 20,000. My boss, who's a good friend of mine, right now, before he left, he said, I'm gonna make sure you get even more money. You're gonna get up to 20% of your salary in bonuses every year. So you're counting on getting up close to 200. This year, I woke up recently and thought my account was hacked. There was an additional $20,000 in there. And that's just the bonus, and our raises haven't even kicked in. I couldn't even tell my own mom. I just had to put money in her account. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you can be anything you want to be. I was not an A student, but I got an A mentality. I took something that I saw and I applied myself. I learned a lot of those skills from this school. It wasn't just about the books. So I woke up recently, like I said, it was a $20,000 deposit in there. If you think about it, it had to be taxed too. So never seen that type of money at one time. And this will continue as I go forward. And so now I'm getting to the point of year 3 at this company. Remember, if you've been keeping track, it's been about 5 years I'm moving because I need more skills. So the next move will probably end up being something more, some entrepreneurship things I want to do. I have my own business. Either I grow that. I want to, if I can get 5 more customers, I may, and I have to go clock in every day, which I get there around 10 every morning anyways. But anyways, so what I'm saying is that every 5 years you got to do something different. You know why we're able to kill animals and eat them, right? They're repetitive. That bear or that deer is going to come to that tree every morning and eat that grass. One of the days you're just going to go ahead and eat it. So you need to become unpredictable. And not be so easily figured out. Get out of the bad habits and the bad routines. Mix it up a little. Do something different. Learn Spanish. Keep your brain cells going. Don't run to the crowd. Run away from the crowd. Don't climb that ladder. Build a new ladder. Think outside of the box. If everybody's loading up in this area, you need to load up on this area because the pendulum is going to swing. And so think like that. Mr. Lester, one of the things he also taught me, people always on me like this. If me and him went on vacation tomorrow, let's say it's an hour flight, I'm going to have my laptop and my headphones on. Want to know why? I don't like idle time. Learn about real estate. Education is out there for you. At the barbershop, if the barber said, well, back in the day when it was an hour wait, I'm over there with my book. I don't take time for granted. You gotta keep pushing if that's what you want to be. Now, one of the things that I'm trying to teach the people that I work with right now is everybody doesn't want to be great. And so the great ones shouldn't look down upon them and just be happy and be blessed with the skills that you've got. I got into the field. I wanted everybody to work just as hard as me. Why don't you have that certification? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? And my mom was like, you're just too hard on people. So I can be as hard on myself as I want, but I was treating people like they should have the same work ethic. So I've learned to dial back and be like, that person may have peaked at that point. They're doing great. And even though you may want better for them, they've got to want better for them. And so you try to help them. So my mom's like, if the person comes to you, you give it to them. And don't push them to that point. So I've learned that as a skill as I've climbed. And I don't usually come in and just tell you all the great things I might know or do or whatever. I just want to get to know you. And then if that conversation leads to that, we can talk about that. But I don't do that. I know people that, hey, I'm great on everything. And really that is a sign of weakness to me. So I'm more of a, okay, you're going to wear yourself out trying to impress me because you don't know how in depth I can go. So listen before you speak, basically. So just some real quick nuggets I want to talk about. Set goals. You guys have obviously took the first step because you're here. That's great. Now you're here, what are you going to do with it? One of the things when I teach here, I try to use the shock and awe effect. And I try to challenge the students. Guarantee me you won't be in the same place this time next year. Let's sign this contract. You stocking at Kmart now. You should be stocking at Kmart after I've taught you some things that you can use out there. So I challenge them. So set goals. If you haven't done it, start small. Start small. Association. Huge. Associate with people that are in positions you want to go to or that are on track with you. Don't, you need to move away.